Murray airing this one out for Fitzgerald and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Fitzgerald, incomplete. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
By the Cardinals.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Everson Griffin able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
3rd down. 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run with Elliott, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Running with Elliott. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
on 2nd and 9. Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
At the ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Elliott, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devon Kennard came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
The play is a
good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Counter play, Drake. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Part, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
on the tackle.
Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
And 10. At the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Murray's pass.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
A gain of 15. And a Cardinal 1st down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
In overtime, today's
Still
final score.